April 13th, 2012. You can never get tired of one of these every morning. Birds chirping, low-level fog rising up over the clouds. Birds chirping. Spring is in the air. Now, I wanted to talk about Glenn Beck, and most of you know who about Glenn Beck is and all that. And I used to be a listener before I turned on to Alex Jones and started listening to him. But now, where he's been proven that most of the stuff's been copied from him, where that documentary Revolutionary Holocaust was really basically about what Alex Jones was saying about the George Bernard Shaw video that was 6 months in advance after his show that aired. Alex talked about it 6 months beforehand. The Glenn Beck secret, I think that's what it is. And it just shows the hypocrisy of Beck, because he has some good things. He always said some good things about economics and Ron Paul and stuff like that, and the the influence of communists and all that with Van Jones and stuff like that. But those are low-level people in the real perspective of the New World Order and the global elite itself. Those are just the little working pawns on a chessboard that they use, mostly Fed-run, to use as an excuse to divide and conquer us and tear us apart. But with Beck, he said good things about Ron Paul before. He said he's the equivalent of a founding father, and he said bad things about Ron Paul. Where 3 years ago, he was talking about a money bomb. They were thinking, well, it might be a terrorist. That might be a terrorist thing to say, and we have to have army go after these people. I'll put the video up, and I'll put the video up so you could see for yourself. But he always characterizes himself as a Tea Party patriot, and it's mostly just the co-opted Tea Party. The one that was really founded by Ron Paul in 2007, the godfather of it, and then it was co-opted by Freedom Works and Heritage Foundation, all those supposed conservative groups. And it just shows how most of it's been just co-opted, where it's been just a cheering section for the Republican establishment. Instead, it was founded by 9/11 Truth members in 2007, and mostly InfoWars listeners and Ron Paul supporters. So now, I occasionally look on his website every couple of days, just to keep track of what he's saying and all that about Ron Paul or any other candidates for the election. And there was in his store for T-shirts, there was a T-shirt that said, "At least he's not a commie," and he had it in kind of the form like a C instead of the R for Romney. About that Romney campaign signs where it has his name like that, and it said C instead of R. At least he's not a commie. And I wonder, so he's not Joseph Stalin, so let's vote for Adolf Hitler. That's kind of what I think that's what he's insinuating. I'm not sure, about a clarification on that, but he talks about, you sound like he's insinuating, let's vote for lesser of two evils. It's like Joseph Stalin against Adolf Hitler. Let's vote for Adolf Hitler instead of Joseph Stalin, instead of the communists. Let's vote for the other guy. Or Mussolini versus Hitler. Let's vote for Hitler instead of Mussolini. It's the same tired argument about lesser of two evils. I'm sick of it, about the lesser of two evils. And you should be sick about it too. Because we have to occasionally pick someone who's still evil, but he's less evil than the other guy. So he must be okay then. It's the same thing about that recent story about Ann Romney and the Democratic strategist saying she's never worked a day in her life, and she raised 5 boys. It's another divide and conquer move. I could understand that, they have a nice family, I'm sure, the Romney family and all that, but that doesn't make me want to vote for him anymore. I'm sure he's got a nice family and all that, and that's good for him. But in the grand scheme of things, he's trying to be a global insider, or if he is or not already, trying to perpetuate this. So it's all about the lesser of two evils and all of that. The excuse of, it's better than Obama in office for 4 years, even though he might be the same guy. Well, let's still vote for him anyway. He's got an R next to his name instead of a D. That's fine. The grand scheme of things, it's not. So, other than that, it's the continuation of this same policy until we figure out that both parties are the same and controlled by the same global insiders to put us off against each other, and then vote for the other guy, tarnish the other guy's name and blackmail him, then put somebody else in who's the exact same teleprompter reader, globalist insider, and everybody think it'll be same new change. Just like Romney. You think, oh, it's going to be so much different. They said that thing about George Bush. They said the same thing about Bill Clinton. Same exact thing. Don't vote for the lesser of two evils. The lesser of two evils is still voting for evil.